She never had a license, and I'm about as judgment-proof as a man can get. But this lawyer I refer cases to sometimes told me that I should give my next dog a name that wouldn't sound so negative. I thought of naming her the Neapolitan Homicide and calling her Homo for short. But the lawyer told me you never know who is going to be on a jury, especially in New York. So I compromised and called her Pansy. A lot of my clients don't like the dog, but that doesn't amount to a whole hell of a lot of people. When Pansy came back downstairs, I shut the back door and got out her food. I only feed her the dry stuff, but she still slobbers like a politician near money. That's why I have the floor covered in astroturf. It handles anything, you just wash it off. A lot of my clients think that's low class too, but like I said, there aren't enough of them to make a difference. I told the dog to stay where she was and went to check the other office. Actually, it's just the next room, but there's no connecting door, and the outer door was sealed shut years ago. I just use it when people I don't want to see knock on my door, once I stayed there for 3 days. It has a private john, a fridge, a hot plate, and even a TV with earphones. Not bad, but the only ventilation is the little window that opens off the fire escape where I climb in, so I don't use it too much. I don't make a lot of money at what I do, but the overhead is no problem. I have my own form of rent control. By accident, I once found out that the landlord's son did something to some people, and they've been looking for him ever since. I found the kid too, but his own mother wouldn't recognize him. The landlord bought him a new face, got him started in business, and the kid was golden, except that I knew about him, and I told the landlord I did. I haven't paid rent in about 4 years. There's no ethics problem. Nobody ever hired me to find the little weasel. I checked the mail first. A letter from American Express addressed to one of my other names demanding immediate payment of $3,504.25, or else they would wreck my credit rating for openers. A package on the latest FM transceiver bands from the U.S. Law Enforcement Assistance Administration addressed to the Crime Prevention Foundation, and a check for $771.25 from the Social Security Administration addressed to Mrs. Sophie Petrosky, the unfortunate Mr. Petrosky's only survivor, proving to me that despite a lengthy sojourn in the federal joint, the mouse was continuing his one successful scam. There were also 4 handwritten letters containing the requisite $10 money order in response to my ad promising information about mercenary opportunities in foreign lands for qualified adventurers. I threw the American Express garbage where it belonged, put the Petrosky check inside a handsome envelope engraved with law offices of Alexander James Sloan, and typed the mouse's righteous name and institutional number on the outside. Stamped with my bold red, confidential legal mail, the envelope next went into my postage meter, a machine which could never be returned to Pitney Bowes for service. I understand the mouse has a friendly guard who will cash these for him, obviously a future roommate. I added the 4 would-be mercenaries' names to my Rolodex, took a manila envelope for each and addressed a Rhodesian Army recruiting poster, be a man among men, an Exxon map of Afghanistan, 2 phone numbers for bars in Earl's Court, London, and the name of a hotel on the island of Sao Tome off the coast of Nigeria. As usual, none of them had enclosed the self-addressed stamped envelope. The world is full of crooks. The buzzer sounded, telling me either I or the dope-crazed hippies in the lower loft had a customer. I switched the toggle over to talk and hit the play switch on the cassette recorder. A sweet female voice lilted out of the recorder and into the microphone connected to the downstairs speaker. "Yes, please." A woman's voice came back from downstairs. "I would like to see Mr. Burke, please." I hit the second switch on the recorder and my faithful secretary asked, "Do you have an appointment?" "No, but it's very important. I don't mind waiting." I thought for a second, contemplated the state of my finances, and selected another switch from the remaining 2. "Very well. Please come up, and Mr. Burke will see you shortly." "Thank you," came the woman's voice. As soon as I hit the opener for the downstairs door, which also sends down the elevator, I went through the back door to the fire escape and climbed out past the connecting window to the second office. I kept going until I was near the end.